everybody, welcome back to Heavy Metal Models. You know, these days the Batmobile isn't even called the Batmobile anymore. It's called the Tumbler, and it's more of an urban assault vehicle than it is anything like the sleek Futura-based Batmobile of the 1960s. Now, Hot Wheels Elite came out with a series of these models a couple of years ago. They did a great job tooling up all of the various and sundry elements of the car, and now what they seem to be doing really well is bringing out reissues of the car with ever more interesting slants to them. Now, the one we're going to look at today is kind of cool. It's the Tumbler Batmobile mounted on a special collector base. Now, usually I'm a little bit cynical about something like that, but when you see this, you'll understand why I've actually gotten kind of excited about it. Check this out. Hot Wheels Elite did an impressive job tooling up the Tumbler in its normal release, and this latest set in 1/18 features that neat model on a collector-grade base made of bent, brushed aluminum, wearing a nameplate, a bat insignia, and a special surprise. Now, with all of its angles and struts, braces, and flaps, the car reminds me of a horseshoe crab. A horseshoe crab that can launch missiles and shoot off thousands of rounds a minute, and Hot Wheels Elite has grabbed every element of the movie car and placed it right where it belongs. From the sextet of aerofoils on top, to the side-mounted radiators, the radar and targeting device windows, and the 8 projector beam headlights that dot the front. Not so tiny are the huge wheels, Interco Super Swampers at the rear, and special Hoosier meats up front. And they've been done to a turn here and represent the only working feature on the model. In the rear, the giant rubber is accented by a coilover suspension and a very cool turbine exhaust. Up front, steering rams are set into the areas next to each tire. The interior is hard to see, but if you can get a light in there, there's plenty to look at, including an open laptop and a set of no-nonsense seats set behind a dash that's got rows of colorful switches. Just outside the cockpit, there's a set of photo-etched fittings that look to be fuel fills. As for the surprise this one carries, well, it's this bit of cape material, set into a bat-shaped opening for you and your fellow Bat fans to stroke and ooh and ah over. No, it's not an actual piece of the cape that Christian Bale wore in the movie, but it's been deemed an authentic bit of the material, and that's all most of us Bat fans need to hear. Hey, it's a foregone conclusion. Hot Wheels Elite knows that everything they do that has anything to do with the Batman movies is probably going to sell pretty well. You know, they know the Bat fan, and what I like about this release is that it kind of goes outside the box. If you're a die-cast collector, you might already have the Tumbler on your shelf. But if you're not a die-cast collector, something like this with a piece of the material set into the base and the base itself, that's going to pull somebody into the hobby who might never have looked at a die-cast car before. More collectors, more people in the hobby. I like that idea. I'm going to give this model 3 Henrys. Hey, look, if you like what you see, you want to see what you like, let me know. Contact me on the Facebook page, Heavy Metal Models. I will get back to you, and if it's at all possible, I will get the models onto these reviews. Remember, we're going to be doing one of these every morning during the week, so let me know what you want to see. In the meantime, thanks for coming down. I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate your comments. We'll see you soon.